Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and this is another video on 3D effect. And I'm going to show you how to create this, and then maybe in the second part. And the picture doesn't know justice, but this ridge line goes from here down to here all the way around. But this is run it three times, and here's another picture from another view. And I did it first really small, and it's fine. And I didn't clean this out. I normally would sandblast that char off that edge. But it's just so fine or so little, it doesn't really give the laser time to do that uphill sweep. And if you would cut through this with a saw, there's quite a bit of material from there to about there. And so it's really a three-dimensional product, and you have to run it on 3D. In this particular case, I ran it with air assist on when you rastered. So, how did I create that? It's pretty simple. And like I said, I'm going to make a few videos on how to even make it better. Something I haven't even tried yet, but I know it's going to be better. So here we go. I'm going to take a 6-sided polygon, and I'm going to hold down my control button. I'm going to control D and make a duplicate. Holding down my shift key, I'm going to have it grow in. I'm going to actually make this one a little bit thicker. Now I'm going to control D and make a duplicate and grab it right here, and I'm going to have it snap to that corner. All I really want is this part right here. So I'm going to use the Smart Fill tool and fill this in. Then I'm going to nudge it out of the way. Whoa, that's fine. Don't really need this stuff anymore. And I'm going to put it in the center of the page, even though it doesn't matter in this particular case. I am going to left click and right click, and I'm going to control D, and I'm going to make a duplicate. I'm going to move the center rotation to that node, and I'm going to rotate it 120 degrees. Control D, and it did it 240 degrees. Then take your virtual segment delete key and delete out these center lines. And like I said in the video, I'm gonna do one, and then I'm gonna do one completely different. So to seal that all in, we're gonna get the Smart Fill tool and fill that in. First of all, I'm gonna change my nudge distance to something lower than that, so we won't keep doing that. I'm gonna make it like 2 inches. So we're gonna take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in, and then nudge it over twice. We don't really need that first one, and the reason I did that, so I would have a non-broken, and if you grab part of this, it's just a bunch of lines where this isn't. Now all you have to do is control D and make a duplicate, and take that and have it snap to that deal there. Now we control D and make a duplicate, and let's see where we're going to grab it. We're going to grab it right here, and we're going to have it snap to there. And you just keep going, and you can make as many as you want. And if you just take it and have it snap to it, and keep going as far as you want to go. And then you want to make them 3-dimensional. And I don't have to do this, but I'm going to change my nudge factor. Let's see how big this is. It's 7, so I want to make my nudge factor 8. And I'm going to move this over, and I'm going to left click, right click, and make it in black, and I'm going to make it something other than a hairline, because hairlines just don't, sometimes my pen tool doesn't work over there. So I have to bring in this one, which I have kind of turned off. There it is. And I'm going to make it a 1/2 point. So now if you look, now my pen tool is a 1/2 point. Then I'm going to go to Effects and Contour. I'm going to contour to the inside with white. No, I'm actually going to use a gray. Nope, I didn't want to do that. I need to change this to a light gray. And it's already done it, but I can back up. sometimes when you're working with a contour tool, you'll get that. So we're going to go with the lightest gray. What that does is going to expand that joint out a little bit. Now, the scenario behind this is you can just move it right back. And then once you've done that, tell you what, let's just try this. Let's take all these, my pen tool is not working. Make them hairline and make them black. And then you can do each individual one and just by hitting apply. Now I'm going to just take like these 4 and I'm going to show you a little trick. To me, what it made it look, and you could try just this, but what we could do is take our box, Control G, and group it, and then take your Shift key and hold down your rectangle, make a rectangle. And then I would nudge that rectangle out of the way and turn it all black, take away the outline, nudge it back, go up to Object, and order back a page. So what's going to happen is going to engrave all that away, all the black and this white, and that's what I was saying about these pictures. I mean, that's pretty deep. It's like 1/4 of an inch deep down in there, and these have come up to pretty good effect. But I've got another idea that I think I'm going to try probably tomorrow on another video that would even make this better. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.